Because the doll is a fruity pie.
Oh, she stopped saying it.
That damn doll is a fruity pie. God damn it. Ken a goddamn fruity pie. Steve a goddamn fruity pie. All the that's the name of the damn black Barbie. The black boy Barbie. His name is Steve. California Steve. That's his name. Yeah, everybody know that. Black Barbie named California Steve. He's a punk. He's actually Ken's boyfriend. Because goddamn Barbie and the black Barbie girl, all of them is swingers. Yeah, they've been swinging for years, since the 50s. Yeah. Shit, Barbie like fucking 52 years old now, 55. Yeah, Barbie going on 60 out this bitch. They've been swinging since way back in the day. They began swinging. Yeah, man, look at that motherfucking goddamn Ken. That nigga fruity as a motherfucker. Ken fruity, Steve fruity, all of them. I don't want none of them in my house. We had one just a minute ago. The dogs chewed his hand up, y'all. Yeah. Fruity motherfucker. But I ain't got nothing against, you know what I mean, people to do what they do. You know what I mean? Whatever you choose to do in the privacy of your own home is your business. I'm just saying, you know, we're talking about the dogs. We talking about toys here. They shouldn't make toys. I mean, whatever. Next subject. Should get you in trouble. Anyhow, we got the CDL training going on today, everybody. So y'all just tune in, check it out. Next level, upgrade time.
They go in memorizing just specific questions, which means specific answers are tied to that. But the problem is DMV can switch one word and everything's different. So it's time to actually teach you the proper way to think about this stuff, give you the real knowledge. And this is going to be a sample of what you get if you become an actual student here at Driving Academy. And like I said, we're the best in the country. So let's give you the best answers and questions for the CDL General Knowledge exam. So let's go one more time. The first question that we're going to be talking about in the CDL General Knowledge is going to be this question here. When traveling down a downgrade, you should do what? A, shift gears when necessary. B, never shift gears. C, use engine retarders only if necessary. Or D, A and C. Well,
let me pause it right there, write that down. Question number 1. This is the general knowledge test. When traveling down a downgrade, you should. And this is the question. Traveling. I'm studying. Traveling down a downgrade.
It's baby, I said, baby. That's Auntie Nika. I see. Yeah, what's that? Auntie. I see.
You should. All right, the first question is shift gears when necessary. Let me see.
Is that mommy?
A lot of people are probably going to pick B, but the real...
DJ.
Indeed. Shift gears when necessary. Never do what? It won't. They got this shit on the screen. I can't see.
Answer here is going to be never shift gears. So when you're actually traveling down a downgrade, that means your whole vehicle's actually going downhill.
So it's
right?
never shift
and
gears.
If you're in
the
a manual
answer.
Transmission vehicle.
And then he's going to explain the answer. So the answer to this is never shift gears. When traveling down a downgrade, you should never shift gears. Okay. You should never shift gears. Okay, got you. Work for me. So we get the question, and then we get the answer. So when traveling down a downgrade, you should never shift gears. And then he explained to you why. Let me see.
The way it should work is as you're traveling uphill, you want...
Let me understand why.
B, and C. Well, a lot of people are probably.
Let's go back to it. Him asking the question.
Here. When traveling down a downgrade,
You should
do what? A.
Shift gears when necessary. B. Never shift gears. C. Use engine retarder only if necessary. D.
Or D.
Both A and
C. Well, a lot of people are probably going to pick D. But the real answer here is going to be never shift gears. So when you're actually traveling down a downgrade, that means your whole vehicle is actually going downhill, right? And if you're in a manual transmission vehicle, the way it should work is as you're traveling uphill, you want to make sure that you're in the proper safe speed. So say you're traveling uphill in about 8th gear. The rules are by the time you go downhill, you want to make sure that you go to 1 gear lower than the gear you climbed up, which means that you're going to be in 7th gear on the way down. This is going to prevent any kind of downgrading or any kind of shifting necessary because you're going to be at a safe speed and your engine's going to keep you at that speed. You don't have to wear out your brakes. If you do this correctly, then you're going to avoid a lot of mistakes and a potential big fine and a big accident itself. So the answer to this question is B, never shift your gears when going down a long downgrade. Because all you have to do is mess up one time and not get into gear. All of a sudden, now you're traveling in neutral. And good luck trying to stop an 80,000-pound vehicle going down a downgrade that could take miles and miles on it, right? That's something called a Mexican overdrive. I don't know how it got the name. But pretty much, that's where you're just pretty much just going. And you're going to put your head between your legs, and you're going to kiss you know what goodbye, because it's very little and very hard for you to control. So the question here is going to be B, never shift gears. All right, next question. When going down long or steep downgrades, you should always, so similar question, asked a different way, and the answers that we have is use only your trailer brakes.
Same question asked a different way. When going down a long or steep downgrade, you should always.
Pickle beets. I don't eat no beets, baby. No, ma'am. You eat that?
Steep.
I mean, beets supposed to be good for you, but I can't eat that.
You should always.
I remember Steven tried to get me to do.
So this is gonna be the back down. Use only your trailer brakes. Use the braking effects.
That's A. B is going to be use the parking effects of the engine. B is going to be using the braking effects of the engine. C, use controlled braking. Or D, when you exceed safe speed by 5 miles per hour, then brake. So when going down a long, steep downgrade, the correct answer here again is B.
B?
Use the braking effects of the engine. Now, let's kind of explain this one a little bit more.
Never shift gears.
So when it comes to A, use your trailer brakes, that's a complete no. Anytime you hear the word trailer brakes and that's all you're going to use, that's a problem. Never hit that answer because you never want to use just trailer brakes. If you do, it's going to lock up your back trailer tires.
All right, hold up, young man. Let me write this down before you keep going. Let's see. Use braking effects of the engine. Yeah. That nigga born there. What state fly at? Y'all boy drive these motherfuckers. What's up? Use the braking effects of the engine. And explain what the braking effect is. That's the answer. That's the answer. When traveling down a downgrade, you should never shift gears. When going down a long or steep downgrade, you should always use the braking effects of the engine. You're not explain that to me, buddy.
It'll cause you a jackknife. If you don't know what a jackknife looks like.
Jackknife.
Now, let's kind of explain this one a little bit more. So when it comes to A, use your trailer brakes, that's a complete no. Anytime you hear the word trailer brakes and that's all you're going to use, that's a problem. Never hit that answer because you never want to use just your trailer brakes. If you do, it's going to lock up your back trailer tires and it's going to cause you a jackknife. If you don't know what a jackknife looks like, it's going to look like this right over here. So say that this is your tractor, right? And your trailer should look right behind you. If for whatever reason you turn into a jackknife, that means that your tractor's here and your trailer looks something like this. Now this is an extreme jackknife. That means that these tires have locked up and all of a sudden they want to start going to the front. And you never want to see your trailer tires on the driver's side of your vehicle itself, right? So that is definitely going to be a reason never to use your trailer brakes. Now, when it comes to using controlled braking means you're always constantly squeezing on the brakes. If you do that for a long steep downgrade, you're going to be wearing out your brakes, and by the time you get down to the bottom of the hill, you're done, right? And then B, when you exceed safe speed limit by 5 miles an hour, then brake. That's only a portion of what actually should have been there, but because it did not give the full thing, which is, okay, make sure you reduce the speed above 5 miles an hour, and then brake is supposed to be below the safe speed of 5 miles an hour. So it's once you get to the safe speed, then you're gonna hit the brake till you get 5 miles an hour below the safe speed, and then you go back and forth right from there. But simply because it said above, when you exceed the safe speed by 5 miles an hour, then that means it's the wrong answer, which means the only true answer is going to be using the braking effects of the engine so you can save the brakes of your vehicle itself. Because, like we talked about in the past one, if you use up your brakes and you can't get into gear, then you're truly, you know what. All right, so let's get into the next one. You're driving a 40-foot long vehicle at 25 miles per hour. The proper safe following distance is blank. So it's going to be either A, 3 seconds, C, or B. It's either going to be A, 3 seconds, B, 2 seconds, C, 4 seconds, or D, 5 seconds. So the correct answer here
You're driving a 40-foot long vehicle at 25 miles per hour. The proper safe following distance is. You are driving a 40-foot long vehicle at 25 miles per hour. The proper safe following distance is okay. Safe following
going to be 4 seconds. So let's talk about why it's 4 seconds. There's actually a formula that you'll learn, and when you become a student here, we'll actually teach you the formula over and over and over again. But it's pretty much this. Here we have a 40-foot vehicle, right? 40 foot long, and we are going, it says 25 miles per hour, 25 miles per hour. Now, when they ask you this test on the question, when they ask you this question on the test itself, that means that they can change the actual size of the vehicle, they can change the speed. Yeah. So you have to understand what the formula actually is. So this is what I was telling you about, actually knowing the knowledge before just memorizing the question and answer. Because say, for instance, they'll tell you, okay, 50-foot vehicle going 50 miles an hour. What do you do then? So this is how the formula works. For every 10 feet of your vehicle, it's going to equal 1 second. If you're going to go greater than, that's what this sign looks like. Oh, sorry, that's less than. Greater than is going to be, if you're going greater than 50 miles per hour, then you're going to add 1 second. So in this case, the vehicle is 40 feet long. So because for every 10 feet, we're going to add 1 second. And the vehicle is going less than 50 miles per hour, that means we're only going to be doing 4 seconds. If you have that information, now let me ask you another one. Say we have a 70-foot vehicle going 60 miles per hour. How many seconds of following distance do you need then? Knowing the formula.
8.
So if you were studying and paying attention, it's going to be 1 second for every 10 feet. So this is 70 feet, right? That means it's going to be 7 seconds here. Are we going faster or slower than 50 miles an hour? We're going faster, which means we have to add 1 second here.
That's right.
And let's see if you guys can do math. Can you guys add 7 plus 1? If you can, boom, that equals 8. And if you can do that math, you can be a truck driver. That's pretty simple. So that is why that answer is what it is.
Do that math.
Let's move this.
You see that shit? You heard what he said? You do that simple math right there, you get a damn truck driver. I guess I'm done.
To the rear, it may result in what? A, wheel lockup.
Oh,
B, damage to steering axle.
Pay attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm getting excited. That was pretty damn simple though. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. Okay, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. Birthdays, Christmas, all that shit. I don't celebrate Christmas. It ain't no big deal to me, but yeah, I don't celebrate Christmas. And they're gonna open something. Oh man, we didn't ever go to the damn thing and do the thing. It's over. What's the last day?
The last day was November 6th.
Just let mama know. We don't know none of us do Christmas. Oh yeah. Let me see. Look at my baby girl. She wasn't scared either.
No, she just was looking at it. Like, what the hell?
What the hell kind of shit walk around in this world? You going to sleep? Oh, let her see.
That's your sister.
Yeah.
You was covered up. I covered you up.
Yeah. Simple math, baby.
That's you right here.
Deuces. Y'all be the glory. Love up.